All right, welcome back to another A&T podcast. I'm Aiden,
I'm Tavius.
and like I said, welcome back. Been another long week for us. I wasn't able to get the Tuesday video out, but we're back here on Thursday. Kind of the same layout. We'll go through some NHL news, MLB, NFL, and then wrap up with college and our underdog picks. Um,
Hey, my dog. You can't forget the new sport coming out that started this week. Go ahead and let them know.
uh, That's right. Basketball is back this week. Debuted already. Uh, we already had. Well, we'll dive into that too. But starting off with NHL. How's your team doing, Tavius?
You know, I predicted last week we were probably going to go 1-1, and we lost one, and then we overtime lost the other one. So we almost pulled it out. It went to like 9 shootout rounds. It was crazy, electrifying. We couldn't pull it out, and then we got spanked Wednesday. Um,
Lost your little streak, huh?
Yeah, so now we're sitting at 2-4-1. We've been letting up a lot of goals. Our defense ain't looking too hot. It's all right. Early in the season, we're getting out the rust. We'll be fine. I'm predicting a win tomorrow. Um, Go ahead, put it. For all my gamblers out there, put it out there. Money line, Canadians. Um,
7-2. Dang, I did not see that.
yeah, we got spanked.
It's alright. So did we.
Yeah. We played Saturday against the Lou, against the Arches, the Blues. Go ahead, call that a dub. And then we play again Sunday. I think we go back to back 2-0 against the Flyers. Um,
So you guys play Sunday? Yeah.
mhm.
Uh,
I will check back with y'all on Tuesday to see if we was able to pull it out and get that back to back season. But we'll see.
yeah. What are you guys sitting at right now?
2-4-1
Two,
at
four,
5 points.
Yeah. Eighth in the division.
Yeah, we're last right now, but hey, we about to come back. Don't you worry.
On my end, we've had a couple rough games. 4-2-1. I think yeah,
Y'all doing good.
last. Huh?
Y'all doing good.
I know, but we lost 4-0 last game, and then we play the Avalanche tonight. So we'll see how we do. Did take down the Bruins. That was a good game. I don't think this is uploaded yet. I think we're 4-3.
You're 4-2.
Oh no, not yet. 4-2-1.
Come on, hey,
My bad, my bad, my
chat,
bad.
save him, okay? Don't go at him too hard. He's still new. The overtime losses is still getting to him, but he'll learn.
You're right. You're right. That's a new rule, new game. Uh, but hopefully we can come back, bounce back from that loss, and beat the Avalanche tonight at 9. Might throw that on if the NFL game or the other college game that's happening tonight isn't that interesting. Um, but
It's gonna be interesting.
yeah, I think so too. But we'll see. We will see. Pretty exciting. This is starting up. Starting to learn more. Starting to watch some more games. So we'll we'll just see how this the season shapes out. But
Hmm.
all right. In other news, we got the final two teams for MLB.
Unfortunately,
Your favorite team. So we got a
yeah.
game tomorrow.
Starts tomorrow. Um, we got the highest player in the league, or highest paid player in the league, versus one of the more storied franchises in baseball. Who's it gonna be? Probably the two MVPs facing this against each other. This is what the fans want. Both best teams I despise the Yankees, so I'm going Dodgers.
Give me the Yankees.
Aaron Judge can kick rocks. Um,
Aaron Judge can hit home runs.
we'll find out tomorrow.
Well, this starts out in Los Angeles too, so it'll be these playoffs have been fun to watch from the beginning, anyways. So this has just been like I said, this is one of my favorite times to watch baseball, and almost always the only time that I watch baseball. But it's a great time to watch. It's baseball in October is, like I just said, the best time, and it's never not exciting, So we'll see. I'm going to be rooting on the Yankees. You're going to be rooting on the Dodgers.
Dodgers.
So, all right, now
Off to Aiden's favorite sport. Contrary to popular belief, Aiden likes basketball more than football. Chat. Hate to say it, but
I don't know.
don't lie to the people, Aiden. College basketball turns you on like no other. I don't know why,
All right.
but
No, playing basketball is I find more enjoyable. But
so you're telling me you'd rather watch NCAA football over NCAA basketball?
yes,
hey,
depending on what time of the year, yeah, for sure.
And
If it's
I am
March
letting you-
Madness, are you saying like March Madness and college football
I'm
playoffs?
talking about if Florida basketball. So let's Florida national championship in football. Just so happened to be the same time Florida national championship basketball. Who are you watching,
Football, for sure.
guys? Aiden likes a lot of you. Don't let him get away with this one. I told you to save him on the hockey, kill him on this one. He's lying to you. He is lying.
I'm not. That's facts. I would watch Florida National Championship on football. I would actually watch both. I'd have it on my phone and the TV. But I would, if I only had to choose one, it would be Florida football.
Your phone's dead.
I got a computer.
Got hit by a rock. Doesn't work.
Got a computer. Same rock hit my computer too.
Ricochet. Boom, boom.
But
Yes.
That's crazy. I got
Cody's
another.
phone doesn't have any charge. There's no way. You only got one TV.
Football.
You're a liar. But okay. Yep.
But
NBA's
yes.
here.
NBA is back. We had a couple games this week debut. We got some new old faces, new places playing. We got DeMar DeRozan. His debut starts tonight. Russell Westbrook with the Nuggets start tonight. Alex Caruso with the Thunder starts tonight. Chris Paul with San Antonio. So we got who?
Klay Thompson, Dallas.
Yep. So got an interesting lineup. We can kind of go through what Mondays did. Bronny and LeBron debuted, first father-son duo in the NBA.
Overrated.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh, scripted. Nepotism at its finest, but whatever.
I mean, he was only in for 3 minutes, so.
Nepotism at its finest.
But what are your thoughts on the Lakers? How did you think that they looked?
It looks fine. JJ Redick's head coaching debut. I think they had a good first game matchup with Minnesota because they got Julius Randle now after losing Cat. That team's going to take a couple weeks of games worth to get acclimated with each other. So, I mean, I kind of expected that result. The Boston-New York one, I know New York's in a similar position with Cat and getting acclimated, but I mean, Boston shooting picked up right where they left off. Hey, I think there's potential back-to-back incoming. Potential back-to-back incoming. But
Yeah, I think Boston had what? They made 29 threes that game.
I think they tied the record.
It was it was nuts. And then I liked what I saw overall from the Lakers. Just JJ coming in as a starting, as him debuting his head coaching role. Um, I think he's going to be a good coach in the league, but that was after one game, so we'll have to see how he can adjust. But other than that, we're getting in full swing of things over here in the NBA, and your Clippers, they had a game. What was it, last night?
Yeah, we did.
Debuted the new stadium.
Yeah, not gonna lie. That little Halo board for the Jumbotron is pretty sick.
It is. And whenever they like throw the shirts, they have cannons up top. I thought that was pretty cool.
And apparently there's a thing called the wall where
Hmm.
like teams shooting free throws. Apparently it affected KD. He was like, I had never seen that before. So
And D Book, he said that it made him miss one.
um but lost in overtime to the Phoenix Buns. Um I mean it's James Harden did his best, but this team's not gonna make it that far if Kawhi stays out for a while, so
Yeah, isn't that interesting how they told him that they didn't want him on the U.S. team so he could focus on getting recovered for the season, and then ended up sitting out the beginning of the season because
I
his
mean,
knee's acting up again.
well, I wouldn't even say it's acting up again. It's he was kept out because of knee inflammation,
Hmm.
and he's not playing because of knee inflammation. I've never seen a knee and that's any inflamed body part not go down in a month and a half.
Yeah. No, and I'm not saying that it's like him just sitting out. I'm just saying that I think it's interesting. I personally think that him playing on it and loosening it up maybe might have helped, but I'm no doctor. But I mean, I'm not saying that he's not playing it like during practice with the Clippers or anything. But I mean,
I,
he seemed like he was pretty good with the USA team. But
I mean, he played two practice on an inflamed knee and was fine, but then they were like,
yeah,
no, focus on your health. I don't know. I think we need to launch a case study onto Kawhi Leonard's body. So I don't know what's up.
we'll see. But yes, you were right. The Clippers' new stadium does look sick. The wall looks sick. We might have to.
Nope. Nope.
No?
Nope. 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 Nope.
Why?
Y'all will never catch me out in LA. That cesspool of badness. Nope.
What?
LA is a dark place with a dark cloud over it. And I don't want no bad mojo. I'm never gonna have to. I can't go to a Clippers game ever. Unless they
Never.
Yeah, you won't catch me in LA.
Ever.
Can't do it.
Why?
I told you there's a dark cloud over that city. Can't do it. New
Hmm.
York, cool. Las Vegas, cool. LA, nah. Mm-mm. Keep me away from Diddy.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
Never knew that.
Yeah.
Is it just LA? Like you would go to
That's like,
California?
yeah, I'd go to San Diego's, see the boys out there. I'd go to San Fran, even though I've heard bad things about San Fran. I'd go to Oakland.
But LA, you would never go to
LA,
LA.
nah. Yeah, you can miss me with that.
Not even drive by it.
Nope. I ain't going. I ain't stepping a foot, a wheel, or breathing in the air. I ain't doing it.
All right then. We'll have to find somewhere that the Clippers do play.
I'll go to all other 29 stadiums. No, I ain't going to LA. I guess 28. 'Cause I ain't going to Staples.
Wow, that's crazy.
I ain't going to SoFi. Keep me away.
All right. Wow.
You won't see me at any Dodgers, Angels games either. Los Angeles Kings, they play at the Staples Center. Yeah, I'm staying out of LA. Only place I won't visit I mean, L.A. and Egypt. I ain't going to Egypt either.
All right, we don't have to dive into Egypt either, but
Hey, if you know, you know. Put in the comment section if you know why you gotta stay away from Egypt.
all right.
You get me.
But we can go get back to some basketball. We got Boston playing their second game against Washington, and then we kind of talked about the rest. Anything that you're looking forward to, kind of seeing this lineup tonight?
Um, Not really. I'm NBA first couple weeks is kind of odd. Teams are filling each other out. Only thing I got to talk about is Philadelphia and Joel Embiid not playing any more back to backs ever. Like, what are we doing? Uh,
It was somebody at my work was like, "Man, I wish I could do that. Just show up to work and say, hey, I can't work tomorrow. I can't work whenever it's 2 days in a row."
Look, I get, you know, trying to stay healthy for the playoffs and all that, but if you don't play in the regular season, you won't be able to make it in the playoffs. Y'all just can't turn it on like that.
Yeah,
Time and time again. It's whatever. It's like you don't want to get hurt. I mean, sometimes injuries are accidental, but I think a good part of it is how you take care of your body the whole year.
yeah, I agree.
I
I mean,
think
look at
diet plays a big role. I think people are trying to eat way too healthy now. I think that plays a part in it. Not getting enough nutrients. I think it's the kind of workouts you do during the season and off season. Like people didn't get hurt as much back then as they do now. So it's obviously something wrong that we're doing now, even though we have all this new technology and data.
yeah. No, I agree. I get it, but at the same time, like you hit it right on the head. Like it's if you're just trying to save up for the playoffs, if you sit out so long, like you don't have that chemistry that you do with the team, you don't have the cardio to play the whole time, um, and it can just affect you in a negative way instead of what you're thinking is a positive way. So I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely interesting, but kind of just see how the players take it and how the league adjusts to it. So
I mean, I think the league has to just tell them, nah, you can't just not sit out, or you just can't sit out back to backs.
no,
Like especially for people that I don't know. It's like people pay all this money to come see their favorite players play, and if you're not playing back to backs, what you're playing 68 games, whatever, and you're already not going to play some of those games. First off, Joel Embiid, if he doesn't play back to backs, can't win an MVP again. Um, they're probably going to try to change that rule about games played and all that. I don't know. I think it's just bad. I remember back in the day in high school, we played tournaments and played 8 games in 3 days,
oh yeah,
like that. And
oh
I
yeah.
know like NBA's longer time, longer court, bigger people, etc. But it's like Joel Embiid already plays 36 minutes one night. You telling me you can't give 20 minutes the next night? Like, come on.
Yeah. No, I agree. And like again, you that was a good point. Growing up, I mean, like, and yeah, like sure we were younger and stuff, but still, like, you're playing 3, 4 games a day, and they're like I don't know about like where your tournaments were, but especially in like the summer, like you're playing all summer, every day, every weekend, like just going to tournaments, playing like I said, 3 to 4 games a day, and then running through it, and then you're playing two 20-minute quarters because it's not 4 quarters like you would play in a normal organized game. It would just be a summer league kind of thing. So, like I said, I know like they're older and stuff, but at that point, like and I hate to bring this up, but like it is your job and stuff. Like you should be taking care of your body in the off season. You should be like staying on top of that stuff. And I know it's hard to also bring up, but like look at LeBron. LeBron's going into his second or 22nd season and he's still playing good amount of minutes and still performing at what he can perform at. He doesn't sit out. If he gets injured, then he gets injured. He'll take what he needs, but then he's itching to get back. Where some of these guys are just taking, like, I don't know, so many games off just because they don't want to get injured more and they want to save their body and stuff. So I don't know. It's definitely something that we've seen grow through the league with like load management and all that kind of thing. But I don't know. I think something does need to happen to. If they're injured, then they're injured. If they're not, then they need to at least have some sort of minutes, like you said. Just because you played 36 minutes one time doesn't mean you can't play 20 minutes next, or even 10 minutes, right? Like, you don't even just get out on the floor and run around. Like, I don't know. Like I said, like we were always told, whenever, especially in college, we were always told you're two things: you're either hurt or you're injured. If you're hurt, you can play through that. Now, if you're injured, that's a whole different story. I think the same rules apply, but
I just looked it up. They have 20 games that Joel Embiid just won't play back to backs. So that's already down to 62, and he already didn't play the first game. He has 61 games left. Yeah, you Sixers fans can go see. So,
right,
hey,
and like that's
he'll be ready for playoffs. Yeah,
might not win.
He's going to get hurt in the first two games, and it's like he's going to play injured or play hurt. That's just how it is. Everyone plays hurt in the playoffs. Unless you ride the bench, you're going to play. Then you're not hurt, but you're not playing, so it don't matter.
Right. Right.
Whatever.
But all right. Enough of NBA. Let's go on to this past weekend. Starting off with NFL.
All right. I know y'all want to hear it. Look, I know. I know. I told y'all to pick the Broncos, okay? I told y'all to do it. All right. 5-game losing streak. We did not look good. But there's light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm going to get to it later. 10-game win streak incoming. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough. Watching that, whenever I first turned it on, it was the first play. It was the play that worst football I've seen in a long time. Spencer Rattler fumbled the snap, bounced it off the ground, picked it up, ran into his offensive lineman, and then threw it. And I texted you right away. I said, that was tough. But yeah, you guys. And then at halftime, you guys called a timeout just to knee the ball. I don't know. I am definitely getting a vibe that Kamara is gonna want to leave.
So you didn't see the news, did you? 2-year extension, 28.5 mil.
Really? Man, after that game, I for sure thought he was gone. But, I mean, hey, if they're going to pay him, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's also funny because, not funny, but he's playing with a broken hand and broken ribs right now. But hey, Joel Embiid can't play back to back.
That's what I was thinking.
It's fine. Whatever.
But.
So I respect Kamara. I'm glad I have his jersey. That's why I think we're winning this Sunday. I don't care what y'all say. I know it's been looking ugly, but we're getting healthy. We're getting some linemen back. We're getting some linebackers back. Hey. I think our problem is first 2 weeks of the season, healthy, no injuries. We looked great. Injuries start piling on, and I think it exposed a huge problem with the Saints.
Uh-oh. Wi-Fi's messing up on his end. All right, go ahead.
Am I good?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think the injuries expose a huge problem with the Saints. Is we lack depth at all key positions. And that's something we got to address in the offseason. But now, got to get healthy, try to stay healthy. And I think we could be a team to mess with. Now we're getting healthier. I'll talk more about this later, but I think we'll end up being okay. Um, it ain't over till the fat lady sing. And I know I sound delusional, and that's okay. Watch us upset the world Sunday. But what other games we want to talk about?
Jaguars pulled off a win.
I ain't gonna lie. Tank Bigsby scoring that last minute touchdown when they were up 25-16 hurt my fantasy, but we came out and won anyway. So suck it, Tank. But yeah, New England looks bad.
Seahawks pulled out a dub.
This was surprising.
Yeah.
Seahawks defense stepped up and played huge this game. Something they've been struggling to do. Have they turned the corner? I don't know, but Atlanta has some answering to do. Buffalo, Tennessee, we expected that. Cincinnati, Cleveland, game was a lot closer than we thought.
Did you watch that game?
I was watching on Red Zone, so in and out.
So I didn't watch it either. I watched the highlights and kind of just social media highlights as well. But to boo Deshaun Watson.
Oh, we're talking about that. Okay. Well, I would say they booed. They cheered.
Oh yeah, right. They cheered
when he towards Achilles.
That's messed up.
Even despite what he did.
What he did was wrong. But to cheer on your quarterback, if you didn't want him there, cool.
Well, I don't think no one wants him there. Fan wise, they all don't want Deshaun there.
Right. I don't know. To me,
they have to play him.
To me, it's hard. I don't think cheering about somebody getting hurt is a good thing.
Especially something like that, tearing your Achilles, 9 months recovery. Yeah. I agree with you on that sense. And even though what he did and all that is messed up, got punished for it, came back trying to play. He was having a decent game, gets hurt. I appreciate his teammates sticking up for him. I know people were making fun of Jameis and memeing him for his interview. I don't know if you saw it after the game. You should watch it. I thought it was dope and pretty cool of him to do. Now he gets a chance to start. I love Jameis. And Nick Chubb coming back getting a touchdown. That was pretty dope to see.
But yeah, that's just I don't agree with doing something like that happening, and it reminded me of KD whenever he popped his and Toronto cheered for it. I don't know. I just think that that's wrong. I don't think you should ever cheer for somebody. No, absolutely it is, because you're cheering for the opposing team's one of their key players getting hurt, which again, I don't think that that's right, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
Also, do you think Deshaun's done? Do you think he's going to be able to recover and play again?
Yeah.
You think so? I don't know.
Yeah. It might not. I don't think. Well, it's definitely not going to be this year, but I think he will.
I mean, we'll see. I don't know.
We will.
Too much up and down. He might need to change the scenery.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know if it'll be with the Browns, but I think he'll come back into the league.
I think his cap hit the next 2 years is $70 million.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Texans lost to the Packers. Colts beat the Dolphins.
Tua's back. How do we feel about that, or do you want to talk about that later?
No, we can talk about it now. It's his decision. I know that we had our thoughts on it whenever it happened. Um, he wants to come back. He wants to play. He said that he would die for football, which more power to you, man. Which
No
I mean, we
guardian
kind of,
cap.
huh?
He won't wear the guardian cap.
Nope. Was asked that, no hesitation. Said no, and they asked him why. He said personal for preference. So that's fine. I'm glad that he wants to come back and play. I'm glad that I think that that team is a better team whenever he is the quarterback. But I'm just, I me personally, I don't. If it happens again, I think he for sure should be done, and I don't hope that that happens again. I hope that he has a great rest of his career and he can show people and prove people wrong. Um, but whenever it's like dealing with your head and your body function, like that just scares me. So I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see. I'll have to see how they. He's coming back this week, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how they do. But
I think I think Tua's injury highlighted a couple things. Uh, Tyreek Hill is quarterback dependent. Number two, Mike McDaniel is a great offensive coordinator, but his inability to at least, like, I look at it like this: Green Bay, Malik Willis comes in, they win 2 games. They adapt and they change their game plan, game style, so they can just win the game. The fact that Miami wasn't able to do that shows a lot about, I think, Mike McDaniel and his coaching style. I think his scheme is too player dependent, and his inability to adapt and change the offense to where they can still be successful. I think that hurts Mike McDaniel. But yeah, glad Tua's back. Hopefully he stays healthy. I have Tyreek Hill in fantasy, so I'm gonna need at least 30 points these next until Tua. If Tua gets hurt again, I'm dropping Tyreek Hill immediately. But yeah,
but yeah, you brought up a good point with Mike Daniels, and I feel like that's besides the Packers. I feel like there's a lot of offenses in the league that can't or don't adjust and just say, "Hey, fit my scheme." And I think that does hurt a lot of offensive coordinators at that level, because they're not playing to their players' abilities and their strengths. So, but we'll see. Again, I wish nothing but the best for Tua, and I hope he stays safe, and I hope the league kind of helps him out as well. I hope that they find a even better helmet, but I don't know. We'll see this weekend. But Lions Vikings, pretty good.
field goal, great game.
Eagles expected. Commanders expected.
Well,
Rams.
thing with the Commanders, Jane Daniels hurt his ribs. Well,
Yeah.
not playing Sunday.
Chiefs Niners. Chiefs came out with the dub.
I don't think the Niners will ever beat the Chiefs led Patrick Mahomes team. It's a curse.
Well, now they have Hopkins.
Now
Got
they have
another-
Yeah,
Yeah, got another. Well, they have a true good receiver now that can.
I don't know. He's old. Is he washed up?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Jets Steelers.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. You know, it was funny. I was watching that game, and the first drive or first couple drives, I was like, I don't know. They're gonna probably go back with Justin, and then he throws the Russell Wilson special, just straight up in the air, and let the wide receiver catch it. The way that he throws those long balls is crazy, just because it gives the receiver so much time to create that separation and track the ball. I saw that a lot with George Pickens, like that first one that he was able to look at the ball in the air and then get that little separation at the last second to grab the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just has that touch to where he can float it in the end zone and let him just catch it. But yeah, I don't know. Steelers are I think they're in a good spot quarterback wise. They can go either way and know that their quarterbacks can win games. Moving forward, I would go with Russell until he shows that he can't anymore. But which stinks for Justin Fields because I like Justin Fields. But yeah, we'll see. Jets are still lost, man. Even with Devontae, I think it's going to take them a little time, but I think they'll be all right. But right now, it's just adjusting.
I think they'll start winning some games here shortly, or they have to if they want to keep on track to make the playoffs. Hassan Reddick's coming back. He's ending his holdout, which makes no sense to me, but you already sat out 6, 7 weeks. I don't know. You already lost millions of dollars. So you can get, what, a guarantee? Makes no sense. Let's see. Yeah, I think Jets will end up being fine. I don't think the AFC's that tough. If they get on a quick little win streak, they'll be back in it. But Baltimore, Tampa Bay. What are your thoughts about what happened at the end of the game?
With Godwin,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see everything that happened. I just know that he got hurt with 43 seconds left.
Down 10. No timeouts. I guess the question is, would you have kept playing your best players, even though your chances of winning are like less than 1%?
No, I probably not. I don't know. It's hard to say because you see like a lot of teams, especially if you're down by 10, a lot of teams will keep their starters in like they did. But now they have Mike Evans, who's also hurt, and now Godwin, who's done for the season. Didn't he break his ankle?
Yeah, it was facing the other way. So
Yeah. So it's just tough. If you're down 10, I get it. You want to try to at least score a touchdown to come back, kick the onside, and get it. But 43 seconds left is hard. I think at that point, I don't. I say that I wouldn't, but deep down, if I'm the head coach, I probably would. I would just. It's just unfortunate. I think it's just football. At the end of the day, it's just something that happens, and everybody signs up, and they know what they're getting themselves into. So I don't know. I take it back. I think I would. You're only down by 2 possessions now. If it was 3 possessions, no, I'm taking people out. That's just.
I mean, the drive before they were down 3 possessions, but then they scored. So it's like
Right, but there's probably more time on the clock, right?
there's like 3 minutes left.
Yeah, so I would keep my.
I don't know. I think if you make that decision, you make it earlier in the game. But the fact that they were just still playing and they scored and they got the ball back and they're marching down the field, it's like it's tough. Hindsight 2020. I agree with you. I probably would have kept my starters in 2. But
Yeah, I mean, as a competitor, right? You want to try at least. I mean, you at least want to try to win the game. Go down, get a quick touchdown, turn around, kick a onside, get the ball back, kick a field goal, or even score. I think if you pull your starters or your best players out early, it just as a coach and as a competitor, you just show that you don't really want to win. You're kind of just accepting defeat.
mm-hmm.
Excuse me. So like, I don't know. I would, like I said, I started off saying no, but at the end of the day, like if I was actually in the position, I would, just try to make it as close as I could. Like I'm not giving up, but like I said, just unfortunate. You have your 2 best wide receivers going down, so you're gonna have to think of ways. Again, this goes back to what we were talking about with offensive coordinators. You're gonna have to think of ways and go towards your roster's ability and strengths to move forward and move the ball and start winning some games. Get creative, but we'll see if the Bucks can do that. Chargers Cardinals, pretty close game. Definitely thought the Chargers were gonna win,
Yeah.
but Cardinals pulled out the dub. All right,
Picks for next week?
picks for this week. got tonight, prime time, we got the Vikings and Rams.
I don't know if you saw, Cooper Kupp's back and Puka Nakua's back.
I did not see that Puka was back.
Yep. So I think this is going to give the Rams that needed boost on offense. Vikings, they lose a heartbreaker last week. I know they're going to be wanting to respond, but on the road, short week. Matthew Stafford's a veteran quarterback. I think he can handle all the exotic looks. I think him having his two best receivers back is going to open up the offense. Give me the Rams in an upset.
I'm gonna go Vikings. I think this is gonna be a bounce back game. They played close with the Lions, who are on fire right now. I think with the Rams bringing back Cooper and Puka, it's gonna be a little rough. We're gonna see a little bit of the old football where they're on the same page, but with them being out for so long and coming back from injury, I think it's still going to be a little rough. I'm expecting if they get out of this game healthy, the next game will be a little more clean and be able to make some plays, but give me the Vikings. Eagles, Bengals. I'm going to go Eagles here. The reason is Eagles are full strength, and the more that they play, the better that they'll be. Saquon had a great game last week, which I called. But, yeah, I think they're going to walk into Cincy and get the dub. What's so funny?
Yeah, I don't know. Top 3 running back in their league having a great game. Called that.
Well, it was because he was back in New York, too.
Yeah. I think it was cool what Saquon said, and he was 13 yards away from the career, and he was like, nah, let the other guys eat. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Shows his character. But despite that, I think the Bengals, I think they're cooking with grease right now. And I think, yeah, I just believe in Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown now is emerging as a lead back. Have a balanced offense. I know they've been struggling the last couple weeks in some tough games. But I think their defense is playing better. They're starting to catch their groove. And Eagles, I mean, I know they won in dominant fashion, but that offense they played last week ain't this offense. So I expect this to be a great competitive game, but give me the Bengals.
Gotcha. Ravens, Browns. This one's pretty easy for me. Ravens.
I'm going to go Ravens, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Browns, Jameis Winston, wills them to a win. I think Tampa Bay's, not Tampa, Baltimore's defense, I know they have a great run defense, and the pass defense has been sus. But maybe the Browns win this one for Deshaun. I don't know. We'll see.
Nah. Ravens are going to.
Well, I mean, I picked the Ravens.
No, I know.
I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns won this game.
I would. Titans, Lions.
This one's pretty easy. No way.
Yeah, I got the Titans. No, I'm just kidding.
Detroit's on a roll, playing like the best team in the league right now. So.
Yeah. Yep. Titans are still lost.
It don't matter who plays at quarterback, I guess.
No. So I don't know what happened. This is like somebody's gonna have to study what happened to Will Levis because I don't remember him playing this bad last year.
Well, he didn't play this last game, so.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying to start off.
He was turning the ball over last year too. It wasn't game changing like his first couple weeks were, but.
Yeah.
Arizona, Miami.
With Tua coming back, give me Miami.
I think I would roll with you, but I'm going to go Arizona. Arizona showed me some grit last week with their win over the Chargers. They can win multiple ways. I mean, Miami probably gonna come out juice with Tua back, but I think him being out 4 weeks, there's gonna be some rust. I don't know if they'll be able to overcome the slow start. So give me the Cards.
Jets, Pats. I think the Jets look better than what they did last week, and I think they're gonna win this week. They have to win this week.
Yeah, you got to beat the Patriots. No, I'm gonna go Jets.
All right. Let's see. Falcons, Bucks. Who you got?
This one's hard to predict. I know the Bucks lost Godwin and Mike Evans. So passing the balls is going to be tough. But they have capable running backs, Bucky Irving, Rashad White, even Sean Tucker now. So they could lean on the run game, and Kate Otton's still there. They have McMillan, the rookie. Shepard is old friends with Baker. I think they could make the passing game work until Mike Evans comes back. Atlanta, I feel like you just don't know what you're going to get. One week they look great. The next week they look bad. And they're just a perfect example of two ends of the spectrum inconsistency. Last week they looked bad, so it tells you they win this week, but they already played Tampa Bay, won a thriller in overtime. They didn't look great most of the game, but the second half they came on. I'm going to go Tampa Bay in a shocker, an upset pick. Split the season series.
Tampa Bay. Yeah, no, like I said, I'm going to go Falcons. I think that they're going to look for a bounce back, and I think the injuries with the Bucks will hurt. But we'll see. Like I just said not too long ago, it'll depend on the offensive coordinator and if he can adjust. So, all right, Green Bay and Jags. This one's pretty easy for me. I'm going to go Green Bay.
Jags did show some life. I think they'll make it competitive, but I think Green Bay pulls out late.
Colts, Houston. Who you got?
This is pretty easy for me. Houston. I think they're coming off two tough losses to two of the best teams in the league. And I think in a 2-game losing streak, they're like, hey, we got to figure it out. So give me the Texans.
All right. I'm going to go Colts.
I lied. They beat the Patriots the week before, but they lost a tough one to the Packers. The two losses are to the best teams in the league. They played the Vikings week 3. They beat the Bills. I'm not changing my pick. I just wanted to catch myself from a lie. So, give me the Texans.
I'm going to go Colts.
Wow.
Yeah, they played in a pretty close game with the Houston Texans to start. And I also asked one of my buddies at work, who's a Colts fan, I said, shoot it to me straight, no biased. Do they lose twice to Houston? And he said no. So
It sounds like bias. There's nothing about the Colts that look good right now. Anthony Richardson, I hate to say it, Aiden, looks pretty bad.
yeah, I agree. I think the more, I've said it before, I think the more times that he plays football and the more games and experience that he can get and more guidance, he will grow and be better. But yes, I think that right now we are seeing a true rookie season from Anthony Richardson. He didn't get it last year because of he only played 4.5 games. So I think so. Exactly. So now getting a whole season underneath his belt, I think we're seeing a lot of those growing
not getting
pains.
The whole season though, Aiden. He keeps getting hurt.
He missed 2 games so far?
Yeah, he keeps getting hurt. It was one thing one time, and it's another thing another time. He keeps taking these hits. He's not looking good. They just need to start Joe Flacco, have him sit and develop.
I get it. I understand that. But I think if he can stay healthy the rest of this year, we will see just more of the growing pains, and then next year we'll see him develop even more, and hopefully he'll be a better quarterback than what he is right now. That's what I think, though. I mean, he didn't get all the exposure that he's getting to now just because he was hurt for the rest of the season last year, and I hope that he stays healthy and we can kind of see some growth, but we'll see. I'm going with the Colts, though. I'll go first for this next one. Saints Chargers. Give me your Saints. Thank you guys. Since you guys are coming back healthy, I'm changing it. I like my Chargers on this one. Even though that you guys are coming back a little more healthy, you guys haven't been playing the best. And I know that you guys have had injuries. But I like the Chargers. Justin Herbert. I like him as a quarterback. So I'm gonna go Chargers. This one's hard for me to pick, but I'm gonna go Chargers.
See, the offensive struggles, I'm not surprised with the amount of injuries we have on offense. What's been surprising is our defensive struggles. Top 10 defense the last 6-7 years. And now we can't stop the run to save our life. I don't know if you watch film, but I like to. We can't run fit. We can't tackle. That's like top 2 things you can't do if you want to stop the run. So I think Pete Werner coming back is going to help a little bit, but it's like I got to see our defense want to tackle better. I don't know. It's like it's hard to watch sometimes, and then actually run fit how they're supposed to. DA said it best, but it's like I love that you're saying it, DA, but I need to see it. He's saying, with the trade deadline and what the intentions are. He says we don't have intentions. Our intention is to play better football. So I hope you need to. If we want to have a chance to make the playoffs, I think we're in a win now mode, and I think we need to start playing like it. But I think our offense is going to give our defense the juice that it needs. And I think we respond and we win on the road.
Is Olave back?
He's still under concussion protocol, so it depends on if he is a full participant in practice tomorrow or Saturday.
Gotcha. Bills Seahawks.
Give me
Sorry,
Seattle.
do you want to? Okay.
Yeah, give me Seattle. I think they.
Oh wait, are you picking the Saints for that game?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I figured.
Yep. And I'm picking Seattle. This one was probably the toughest one for me to pick. Just with Buffalo's a good team, Seattle's a good team. Seattle played a lot better on defense this last coming week. I think it's things to come. Seahawks is a tough place for Buffalo to go into. I think the Cooper trade showed benefits last week. Those have become a more balanced offense. But I think Seahawks are playing inspired football, and give me the Seattle on this one.
I'm gonna go Bills. I think another week with Cooper on the Bills is gonna help them. I did like the Seattle Seahawks defense last week, but I don't know. The Bills I think they can find that groove pretty quick now. James Cook's back, so yeah, I like the Bills with this one. Next one's pretty easy for me. Broncos Panthers. I like the Broncos, especially at home.
All right. Next one's pretty easy for us too. Kansas City. I don't see the Raiders beating them.
Yep. Bears Commanders.
This game got flexed, and then Daniels gets hurt. I hate to see it.
I'm gonna go Bears.
I'm gonna go Bears.
I think the Bears. They had a good bye week coming off of that win. Um, defense, their defense is pretty good going up against Mariota. Commanders have a good offense, but I think the Bears have a better defense. I think the offense for the Bears is they had a whole week to kind of just dissect everything from the first half or first part of the season, so now they can kind of really dig into what they need to improve on. Caleb Williams can get he can dive deeper into the offense and kind of go through his misreads and things that he's seen now that has NFL experience. I think they come out hot, and I think they come out with the win. Um, but
If Daniels was playing, I'd go Commanders because the Bears
I
do
agree.
not. If the Bears do not play good on the road.
Yeah.
Even though I know they won in London, that's technically a home game. Bears like to win it when they're home, so I think this game will be closer than what people think it is. I think Mariota coming in relief was good for him. He'll get his feet wet a little bit starting this game. I think Washington as a team is overall better, and they're not solely reliant on Jaden, but Jaden makes plays that a lot of people can't. But I think Bears win a close one. Win a close one.
Cowboys, Niners.
Give me the Cowgirls.
Really?
Cowgirls play better on the road. Niners are reeling with their injuries. I think if I'm a cowgirl, I'm smelling blood. I think I got this one.
Halloween.
Yep.
Give me the Niners. I think they bounced back from last week. Even though they are battling some injuries, and the Cowboys are coming off of a bye week, I still think that the Niners can pull it off. Giants, Steelers. I'm going to go Steelers based off of the performance that I saw from Russell Wilson. I think the Giants are still not that good, and I think the Steelers are better, so I think they're just going to take it.
You know, I just want to put it out there that Aiden, of the 16 games we just picked the favorite in all but one of them. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Just putting that out there. Y'all do with that information what you will.
It's crazy. Last time I checked, you didn't go 13-1 at all with these picks, did you?
No, I didn't. But at the end of the day, it's easy to just go down and pick the favorites every time. I'm pretty sure we went back to that week. You probably picked the favorites 13 or 14 times.
I don't know.
I don't know. It'd be nice if you pick some underdogs sometimes. I don't know. It's probably why you struggle with underdog picks. I don't know. But
Struggle with underdog picks?
underdog picks and the top 25 picks and games of interest. I probably have a lot better record. I don't know.
We'll have to add them up, and we'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, chat. Let us know whose picks you like better.
But we went 9 for 6 last week for picking games, both of us. So,
Yep. I picked more underdogs. Put it out there.
so are you picking the Giants for this last game?
No, I picked Steelers.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right. All right. Well, that's all of our NFL games. That's all of the NFL news. Go ahead and let us know what your picks are for the NFL, what you got this weekend, what your thoughts were from last weekend. Tell us your thoughts about the whole Deshaun Watson situation. Even the Tampa Bay situation. Would you keep your starters in with 43 seconds left? Give or take some, like 4 seconds because of the play that happened before. But, yep, go ahead and let us know. You can let us know in the chat. You can let us know in our comments. But we are going to move on to underdogs.
Don't know.
Alright, so just to recap from last week, Tavius's underdogs were Georgia Tech, Northwestern, Georgia, Arizona State, and Purdue. My underdogs were Illinois, Florida, Arkansas, Toledo, and Mississippi State. After the weekend happened and all the games were through, Tavius finished 1-5. I finished 3-3. It's kind of interesting how you were saying I would do better in underdogs, and I beat you this week. So that brings the full total to 14-32 for Tavius and 14-32 for me. We are tied.
I just want to put it out there. I had tougher underdog picks than he did last week. But that's fine. Just putting it out there. I don't know. Something smells fishy, chat.
Purdue? Yes, that one was tough.
That was stupid. I admit.
Northwestern? I'll give that to you. That was tough. Georgia and Georgia Tech, I'm not giving to you. And Arizona State, I'm not giving to you. All three of those teams,
They could have won.
they could have, and they have shown winning in the past.
But how many double-digit picks did you pick last week? I picked 3, so.
I think I picked 2.
I mean,
Maybe
besides
3.
Mississippi State. Who else did you
Mississippi
pick that was
State,
in Mississippi?
Arkansas. Arkansas was double digit, weren't they?
What?
Against y'all? Definitely thought they were.
Oh, it was 3 points.
Oh.
They lost by double digits because we liked that, but we were on the road.
Oh, that's right. It was at your guys' house, or it was at Arkansas's house.
I don't know.
Hey, all I'm hearing is that you're complaining because you had a bad week.
That's all right. We'll rebound this week, though. I got some good picks for y'all.
It's funny, you always say that. Always.
Sometimes I'm right, okay? You can't be right all the time.
Alright. Underdogs this week.
Okay. Okay. Well, we getting right into it, huh?
Oh, did you want to save it? I mean, we can talk about our top 25 picks first.
Who started off first last week, me or you?
Did we lose him?
Right,
Needs
hello?
to pay his Wi-Fi bill. Ah, there you are.
Yeah, I said, am I starting this week or you?
You started last. Actually, here, we'll hold on to that. We'll give him we'll tease you a little bit. We'll wait on because we already got these pulled up, so we can talk about our games that we picked last week. So Oregon, Purdue, blowout.
So, chat, let us know if Aiden committed collusion by going to the Purdue Oregon game. My underdog, my Tom's 2 pick, and they so happen to get blown out. And I think if Aiden's not there, different story. I don't know. Y'all let me know.
It's crazy. It's crazy because we showed up and we were walking to our seats and Oregon already scored. So I don't know how that's my fault at all.
They sensed the aura. It was aura.
But
It was aura.
it was something that we picked on Friday. Got done with work, saw that the tickets were $22 for 50-yard line on the Oregon sideline. Couldn't pass it up. Went over to the game. Lafayette's about an hour from where we are, so it was just a quick drive over there, and it was a good time. If you haven't been over to Purdue Stadium, I did like it. I did enjoy it. Just wish that they would have put on a better game. Oregon's unis were sick, by the way. I really liked them with the all yellow helmets and the all white jerseys. And then Purdue's were also pretty sick with the all black and the cursive Purdue on the side. The only thing that I would have added is their normal tracks, the train tracks that go on the middle of the helmet. I thought that would have been really sick. But yeah, cool atmosphere at the start of the game. Pretty funny. We were walking up to our seats, and Oregon was getting ready to kick the field goal. And as we were walking up, one of the Purdue fans said, "All right, yep, that's enough for me. I'm going home," and left the game and never came back. So it's tough to be a Purdue fan for football, but it was definitely a fun atmosphere, and if their team can get rolling in the next couple years, I would like to go back to a Purdue game and watch them. But Purdue lost. Then they had a chance to put some points on the board. Kicker missed a field goal. They never had a chance again. Actually, they technically did at the very end. They were within field goal range. Decided to go for it to get a touchdown, but it is what it is. Went and saw the number 2 team in the country. Now who is number 1? But we'll get into that here in a second. But yeah, go ahead and let us know if Tavius's rule should apply. I disagree. I think if there's good prices for tickets and you're able to go.
Collusion.
But moving on, Oklahoma State BYU.
A lot better game than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Miami Louisville. That was a good game. Louisville came back at the end. Cam Moore did what he did. They ended up winning the game.
Good game though.
Yeah, it was. Virginia Clemson. This one was close at the start. No?
It was.
Yeah. This one kind of made me nervous. I'm not even on the right. Come on. Yeah, I'm not even on the right one. Come on, Tavius.
I was looking at my screen. My screen's right. You gotta catch up, baby.
But yeah, that's better. Yeah, because I got a little nervous with the Clemson game. But Clemson came back, won, had to fight a little adversity, came out and got the dub. Now, my IU Hoosiers, baby. I called it at the beginning of the year.
Why are you just skipping all these teams like that?
I'm going down the way that we picked. You always ask me this, and I do the same thing over and over again. If you go back,
y'all, man, we gotta get Aiden right. But okay, you're Hoosiers, Spanx, Nebraska.
52, or was it 56? 52?
Yeah, 56-7.
Yeah, 56-7. Definitely did not think so. Thought it was going to be a lot closer game. But Indiana showed that they could play. Both picked IU, though.
Quarterback got hurt, though. I think they're on upset alert this week.
Against Washington? I don't know. We'll have to see. Missouri Auburn, what a game. Quarterback leaves to get an MRI, comes back and finishes the game, gets the win.
Missouri's cooked.
Yeah.
People were saying, Alabama better watch out. Nah. They can play their bench and win. Missouri's bad.
Are they still ranked? I think so. I think they're like 21 or something.
Yeah, they won, so.
Army, still undefeated.
And Navy. Big game
Tennessee.
This week for Navy.
Huh?
Big game for Navy this week.
Big game for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
We'll see. Tennessee, Bama. What a game that was. It was a great game to watch. I enjoyed watching that game.
Nah, I didn't. I turned it off.
Why?
Tennessee sucks.
It was still a good game.
No, it wasn't. We would
Wow.
spank Tennessee. I don't care what y'all say.
We should have beat Tennessee.
Yeah, y'all should have beat Tennessee. Their offense is Nico, I don't know what happened, but he's struggling. This SEC ball is messing with him.
That's exactly it. If you look at all of their scores from now till the beginning of the season, all of the non-SEC teams blowing them out. Now they're in SEC play,
Even
can't put up the
Oklahoma,
points.
he struggled. And it's like, ugh.
But
The fact that Tennessee moved ahead of us blew my mind. They are not a better team than us. Their loss, a lot worse than our loss. I don't know.
yeah,
Nah.
and they lost to Arkansas. Y'all beat Arkansas. That is interesting.
Arkansas played both of us at home. We blew them out and they lost, but yet they're ranked higher than us.
Yeah.
Don't make sense. I mean,
I don't
USC is
know.
looking like a worse loss per week, but hopefully they can right the ship. Damn. Making us
Yeah, it's
look-
not looking good for y'all.
I see why Brian Kelly hit his fist on the table. That team sucks.
Yeah. But, I mean, I think this also shows what I thought last year. You guys at the beginning of the year was,
We get better
You
as
guys
the
just-
year goes on.
yeah, and
Yes.
those Sunday games, or was it a Sunday or Monday?
Sunday. Last
Sunday
3 years,
games.
Sunday games. Just-
Throw you off.
we got to, Saturdays. Stop Sundays. Come on, Brian Kelly.
But then, let's see, Tennessee, and then Notre Dame, Georgia Tech. Notre Dame got the dub. Michigan, Illinois, the Fighting Illini came out on top.
Michigan sucks.
Yeah. Navy, we already touched on. Texas A&M, Mississippi State. 10 points for Mississippi State. That's not too bad. 10-point loss. Not too shabby. LSU, Arkansas. Any thoughts on this one?
I tried to tell y'all. Harold Perkins being out, he's a great player, but sometimes you try to overcomplicate things with great players, trying to make them fit a certain thing, and now that he's not playing, people can play more traditional ways. Defense looked a lot better. Hey, watch out for LSU. Defense can keep this up. National title, I'm telling you.
Wow.
I'm telling you. Our offense is hard to stop. Great Arkansas team put up 34. Nice, I should say great Arkansas team, but a really good defense. We put up 34 on them. Held them to 10. I mean, they haven't been scoring a lot, but it's crazy. I don't
Good
know.
defense.
I don't know. It's people. Vegas picked A&M to win this week. I don't know. Kyle Fields not that loud. Come on, Aggies. I'm talking crap to you.
In case you didn't know.
Loud. It's not that loud. It ain't Death Valley. It ain't Brian Denny. It ain't Neyland. Come on now. I know y'all beat us the last 3 times in Kyle Field. I know y'all did. But we finna put belt to booty on Saturday. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. But carry on.
All right, Georgia, Texas.
Call it.
Georgia coming out. Yep.
The
What
only
is
team
Go ahead.
the only team that's beat them in the last 4 years is Bama. So
Yeah. What your thoughts on the bottles on the field and
awful.
you see what Vandy did?
Mm-mm.
So Vandy put up a net, like a fence, in front of their away in front of their section, and so they can't throw anything on the field during the game. And then I guess they're talking about keeping it for the Tennessee game as well.
You mean
But-
Texas? Oh
No, they're keeping it for Texas, but Vandy's gonna keep it up they might keep it up for the Tennessee game as well.
Yeah, it's awful. Well, throwing the bottles on the field part is like, all right, that's what fans do sometimes. But the refs changing the call,
Yeah.
awful. You're just setting a precedent. Kirby Smart said it best. You're just setting a precedent that if you throw stuff on the field, you can get your way, and that's
Yeah.
not right. College football officiating is all time low, all across the board. It's just bad.
Yeah.
Um,
I
yeah,
agree.
I think in general, we need to do a better job holding these refs accountable for poor decisions. The fact that we say things bad about the refing and people get fined 20, 30, 40, 50K, and like NCAA or professional sports league say, oh, we fine the refs too, but we keep that private. Like, nah, that's BS. Man,
Yeah.
y'all got to publicly fine these refs or do something because it's awful every week.
Yeah. I agree. I do agree that that them changing the call was completely wrong and out of it. I don't agree with throwing stuff on the field, especially during the game. Like I get like that's what fans are gonna do and everything, and it happened at Neyland. But I mean, it's unacceptable. Was the call the right call whenever it happened? I disagree, but that's football. You don't get your way all the time. The refs don't call calls, but you can't throw stuff on the field to stop play, and then the refs can't go over and talk about the play and then reverse it. They have to call it how it is, and if it's not reviewable, it's not reviewable. Play on. Um, but SEC fined Tennessee or Texas, and
It's pocket
I mean,
change.
right, but they're trying to make it right. But obviously, what's done is done. Just gotta move forward and can't let that happen again. I just thought it was kind of funny that Vandy put a fence in front of their section. So, but yeah, UFC Iowa State. Iowa State. This one was close. This one was close. Iowa State came back late, I believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Definitely was kind of rooting for UCF. But Iowa State pulled it out. Let's see here. K-State, West Virginia. K-State got the win on the road. SMU blew out Stanford. Florida beat Kentucky. We got
I will start go first before you rant.
okay.
It's impressive against a good Kentucky defense that held Georgia to 13 points. In fact, y'all put 48 on them. I don't know, but I think Billy Napier may have got this team to turn the corner. Defense played solid too. I don't know. Florida might be a team to watch out for. But
Yep.
you go ahead.
Well, I mean, it just goes back to what I've always said at the beginning. I think Armstrong on the sideline just puts a whole different impact on our defense, and I think we're seeing it now week in and week out. I definitely think that we caught a couple breaks, and I think there are still some secondary holes that we need to fix. A lot of our interceptions that we got out of that game were due to the receivers not catching the ball. If they catch the ball, that's a good 10, 15-yard completion, and they're moving the sticks. They just happen to have tip drill, and we were in the right place at the right time, which is fine, and I get that, and that's totally cool. But like, whenever we start playing, now we're gonna go and play some really good teams that aren't gonna make those mistakes, and it's just gonna eat at us. But overall, I was happy with our defense. Offense looked good. DJ looked good. Bounced back from an interception. Um, I think he looks good for a freshman. What he's done in the beginning, I think that he's just going to improve. But I mean, yeah, I mean he's young. He's still getting the feel for it. But I think this game was huge for him to have going into the bye week, because then he can piggyback off of what he did good, and then he can also look at some of the missed stuff that he did. And then I mean, he's off this week, so he can dissect it even more, kind of go through sit down with Graham, go through this year so far, and then
Graham?
next week we got what?
You said Graham.
Yeah,
Why?
because Graham's out,
Why would he sit down with Graham?
so Graham can help him dissect defenses.
You think Graham's gonna sit there and help him like that? Nah.
Yeah, he has been.
Okay, sure.
Did you watch the game? After every time he went to the bench, Graham was right there with them, pointing at like the iPad and stuff. So I don't know. I think it's good. They need to really dive in, and the defense really needs to tighten up. They have 2 hard games coming up the next 2 weeks. We got
Don't
Georgia.
say what? The next
What?
4.
No, you're right, but I'm just saying the next 2 are really hard.
Not like we're a top 10 team either.
Sorry, the next 3.
Don't forget Ole Miss. Ole Miss ain't no sleeper
I,
team.
but they're not as good as Georgia. They're not as good as Texas, and they're not as good as you guys.
They are as good as us and all 2 of those teams too. Ole Miss is gonna beat
No,
Georgia. I'm calling it right now.
I know that this is where the beef of our schedule is, and I know that this is what makes our schedule the hardest schedule in college football. But I'm looking at the next 2 games and how we can improve from there. We got Georgia in Jacksonville, and then we go to Texas right after that following week. Then we're back at home against LSU, and we're back at home against Ole Miss. These next 2 games are going to be away games, even though that one's in Jacksonville. They're going to be away games, and it's hard to play on the road. So
It's a neutral site game. What are you talking about?
it's still not home.
It ain't away either.
It's away from Gainesville.
And so is Georgia. It's a neutral site game.
I know I'm not saying that, but you can't say that one team's home and one team's away. They're both away, so that's why it's a neutral site. It's still an
You
away
are
game.
the home team.
Yes, but there's not it's not in Gainesville, so they have to travel. It's a weird week.
That's you're traveling an hour, maybe hour and a half.
Still traveling.
It ain't far.
I
What?
never said that it was. It's still traveling though.
No. Hey, you gonna put some respect on our name.
We're
You
gonna
gonna
be
say
there, so
Texas
we'll
and
see.
Georgia. You just gonna say Texas, Georgia is just a lot better than us. Nah, it's tough 3 games.
It's a tough
can
rest
get
of the
blown
season
out.
besides Florida State.
You can get blown out by a lot in each of these next 4 games.
Oh, I know, and that's what I'm saying. But I'm trying to I'm taking 2 games. If we break the 4 games up into 2 games, we can focus on Georgia, then we can focus on Texas, then we can focus on LSU, then we can focus on Ole Miss. You guys just better not lose, otherwise you guys won't be a top 10 team. That's all I gotta say. But
Who are the top 2 teams in SEC right now? You tell me.
Texas A&M,
And
Georgia.
nope.
Yep.
There's 2 teams that are undefeated.
Yeah, it's you guys and A&M.
Yeah, and guess who
Yeah.
played each other this weekend?
I know you guys
So yeah,
and A&M.
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. You guys better not lose.
It don't matter.
That
It don't matter.
does.
Did you
If
see
you
there's a
guys-
scenario where there could be like 6 or 7 teams tied at 6-2 in the SEC?
No, I didn't. That's crazy.
I think I saw. I thought I sent it to you, but maybe not.
I'm gonna have to look it up. But yeah, those are the rest of the games. We had some of the non-cons, but we don't have to really touch on those unless you have any that you wanted to touch on.
Get into our pick.
I will say that Colorado, I called it. I was going to pick Arizona. Colorado always wins whenever I don't pick them for our top 25 games and other games. They put a smacking on Arizona, so it's good to see. But yeah, Tavius, you finished the week on college football 18-8, and I finished 16-10. So you got the win by 2 wins this week. We'll see how we do next week. Starting off with our underdogs for this week, and I will go first. Excuse me. Let's Let's see here. I'm going to go with... I gotta write this down first. Give me Boston College getting the dub over Louisville.
That's an interesting pick.
You were talking all this smack about the team that's the game that's going on tonight. Are you picking?
Nah. I told you, if we would have picked earlier, I probably would have picked this team, but they losing 17-0 right now.
Are they really?
Yep.
Come on, they can come back.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's funny. Yep, so scratching that team off my possibles. Sorry, I added another team though, so I'm good. And you picked the team I wasn't even considering, so that's good. Give me Washington beating Indiana.
Interesting.
I think Indiana's quarterback being hurt is going to hurt this team a lot. And I think Washington's a solid enough football team to win this game. But if they get blown out with a backup quarterback, they should retire from FBS football. Yep, give me that.
Alright. Give me... Wow, I did not know that BYU is an underdog. Wow, that actually is crazy.
Go ahead and pick them.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna go with Florida State. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. That's a guaranteed L.
Oh, I know it's a rivalry game. You never know.
Yeah, well, Florida State hasn't looked good since week 0.
No,
Wow, you guys don't even have an underdog. You guys are dead even.
Which is bull, because we were underdogs all week. Disrespectful.
That's wild. Give me Auburn over Kentucky.
What?
Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Aiden is starting off this 0-2. Dang, that's crazy.
Who are you thinking?
I'm going to be a Colorado hater this week. Give me Cincinnati over Colorado.
Wow. My next pick is going to be give me Georgia Tech over Virginia Tech.
That's an interesting pick. Give me Navy upsetting Notre Dame.
Wow.
And I can see what y'all think. 14-point dogs? That's not going to be your times 2 pick, Tavius? I got something crazier. Don't worry.
If it's what I think it is, I'll be shocked.
Man, that's my 3rd pick. These next 2 shock the world.
Well, I know it's not Missouri over Bama.
Mm-mm.
Uh, Give me Texas Tech over TCU.
The fact that Tech is underdogs to TCU is insane.
Not only like they're 6.5 underdogs.
Dang, do I go crazy for my last two, or do I go one nice and one crazy?
I don't know. We're all waiting. What are you gonna go?
Give me BYU over
I
UCLA.
knew it. I knew it. You were saying go ahead and take them.
What, if you're
All
going to
right.
take layups, I might as well take layups.
What was my layup?
Last week, you was taking just layups.
All right. My underdog pick is going to be give me I'm gonna pull a good old card out of Tavius's book.
No freaking.
Give me Vandy to beat Texas. And that is the face of me taking his pick.
You know, this actually works out. Because last time you took my pick, it hit you in the face super hard. So, you know
That's
what that
fine.
tells me is Texas going to beat Vandy this week.
I knew that's what you were gonna pick, and I really don't feel that confident with Illinois beating Oregon. So, I would rather say that Vandy beats two top five teams in the country in one year than Illinois
That'd be
beating
insane.
Oregon.
Well, good thing I have a backup. Give me Illinois beating Oregon.
I knew it. Either one of those games we were gonna pick.
The fact that LSU this whole week was underdogs, now it's going to be an easy lock for me. Now we're even according to ESPN. Blows cheeks, but that's fine. But yeah, give me Illinois. Oregon's playing some great football, but Illinois they played great defense last week. They can run the football. I know Purdue ran all over Illinois and all that, and Oregon shut it down, but Oregon's run D is susceptible, and I think Illinois can make it ugly.
Yeah, and deep down, I don't think that Vandy's going to pull out the win just because Texas is coming off of a loss. I think if they would have won, it would have been a little better. Vandy played at Ball State pretty close last week, but
I
you know,
think Vandy was overlooking Ball State.
yeah. Um, but
I think
Vandy is,
Vandy's offense is going to give Texas fits like it did Bama,
yeah,
because people don't run that kind of offense.
right. Um,
Option heavy, Q power heavy.
yeah,
It's going to be a good
so
game,
it will be. I'm
which we
hoping
didn't
that it
say at the
is.
beginning of the year, which is funny.
Right. But I don't know. Hopefully, I think it would be. I would like to be alive whenever Vandy beats two top five teams in the country, and I hope that it's this year. Never would have thought that I would have been alive for Vandy beating Bama, but here we are. Um, Vandy's played good against SEC competition.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Kentucky, beat Bama. Now they're going to play Texas, and played pretty close with Missouri. So yeah, can't count them out. This is the SEC. Anybody can win on any given day, and yeah, give me Vandy. All right. Now, last but not least, our top 25 picks. Starting off with the game that's going on right now. Pitt, Syracuse, which I was going to pick this team either way.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, right. Give me Pitt.
Give me Pitt. Pretty easy pick right there.
Yep.
Kyle McCoy 3 interceptions. First quarter.
Already?
2 pick sixes.
Yeah, give me Pitt.
I'm Aiden. He's looking bad.
He's looking the way that I thought he was going to look whenever he first transferred.
He is 6 for 15, 60 yards, 3 picks, 2 pick sixes.
Jeez.
Pitt has 16 yards on offense.
And what's the time?
2 minutes left in the first.
In the first?
Yep. It ain't looking good for Syracuse. They started this game off poorly. About as bad as you can start a football game.
All right, Boise State, UNLV.
Give me the Heisman winner, Ashton Jeanty. Yep.
Yeah. I got them as well. Nebraska, Ohio State. That's kind of easy for me.
Buckeyes.
Yeah, Ohio State. Notre Dame, Navy. You already said Navy. Give me Notre Dame.
Hey,
Think this will be a test.
Marquee win for Notre Dame when they play them. Army. I think someone else is ranked down too. It's a pivotal win for them.
Yeah, this will be a good game for Notre Dame to either show if they can still make a punch for the college football playoffs or not. Let's see here. Washington, IU. You already said Washington. Give me IU.
The Bulls.
Oklahoma, Ole Miss. I got Ole Miss.
Ole Miss needs a statement win.
You think they get it here?
They should. They got no offense. If they lose to Oklahoma, man, boy, that'd be bad.
Let's see.
Oregon.
Yep. You already have Illinois. Give me Oregon. I think that they keep the number 1 spot for another week. At least that's what I'm hoping for. BYU, UCF. Who are you thinking for this one? Oh, you already said BYU, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to go BYU as well. They're playing some good football. Missouri, Bama.
Who you got?
I got Bama. After coming off another loss, I think they hold strong at home. Missouri is not that good of a team, so I think they beat Missouri. That's about it for me.
Yeah. Bama should smoke them.
Both got Bama. What?
I'm sorry. I just got an email, and I just got called Travius.
It's not the first time.
It's the first time at this company.
Texas Vandy. You already know who I got. Are you riding with them?
Nope. Give me Texas.
Florida State, Miami. I have Miami. No doubt.
Give me Penn State.
You got Miami?
You didn't see this? The big ass U?
Oh, no. I didn't.
Yeah, come on now. I ain't that stupid. If I would have picked Florida State, I would have times two that. For sure.
Penn State, Wisconsin. You said Penn State.
Yep.
All right, LSU and A&M. What are your thoughts on this game?
We should be favored by 25 points. I'm kidding. Both teams trending up. At the end of the day, I trust Garrett Nussmeier more than I trust Connor Weigman, whatever. Give me.
Did you pick? Oh no, did you freeze?
Psych! Give me the Tigers! Give me the Tigers! Come on. Yeah, I got you, didn't I? You thought the Wi-Fi was bad. Yeah, they ain't pulled it yet.
You should probably pay your
I mean,
Wi-Fi.
my coworkers are, they're roasting me.
Travius.
Dang, they just laughed at it.
All right. Kansas State.
K-State,
Yeah.
SMU beating Duke.
Not going with Duke again?
Nope.
Yep, me neither. And I think that's it. Everybody else has buys. All right. Any games of interest this week? Besides your underdogs, we'll go Colorado, Cincy. You got Cincy.
I mean, I'm gonna go to Kentucky. I think Michigan State, big brother, little brother. Give me Michigan. I'm gonna take Michigan, even though I don't want to.
It's at Big House, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Michigan as well. You say Kentucky? Go Auburn. I'm gonna go, watch this, ready? I'm gonna go Cincy, which means Colorado's gonna win.
See, look at this high level collusion chat. It is insane.
Who you got for Louisville, Boston College?
I'm gonna go Louisville.
I said that last week, first off. I think that's it. Oh, the Georgia Tech game. Georgia Tech, VTech.
Give me V-Tech.
And then Texas Tech. And they are playing TCU. I got Texas Tech. You taking TCU?
I'm gonna go Tech.
All right.
I think Vegas did this happy sleep and they forgot.
Any other games?
I don't think that's it.
All right. Cool. Well, again, this one was a little bit longer because we didn't do it on Tuesday. Next week we should be back on track Tuesday and Thursday. Little announcement. Tavius is going to be in a basketball league. He is joining a 10-day contract with the Chicago Bulls.
Yep.
Just kidding.
And let us know. Well, it's in a couple weeks, but let me know my stat line. What's my stat line gonna be? Y'all think I can hoop or what's up? Go ahead, Aiden. What do you think my stat line gonna be?
You don't want to know what mine is for you. But
Nah, go ahead.
even better question, who do you think's a better hooper, me or Tavius? Let us know. Let us know in the comments. We can make some challenges out of this.
And who's a better shooter?
We can make some challenges out of this. If we can do a little poll, kind of see who thinks whose.
A little IRL.
Little
smoke this man. And hurt his feelings.
Yeah, he's not ready for it, but we'll something that we can grow into and start to do, and let us know what some competitions that you want us to compete in. See who's better, who's a better all around athlete. Go ahead and let us know. Yeah. You don't have to say anything.
We
know.
just keep it basketball for your sake. You got a better chance than that.
See, you don't want to do. See, look, he's scared. He don't want to explore more sports. So
what sports you want to play?
Any. I love sports. I love competing. I love doing all of the sports. So we can come up.
Pickleball. You sting at tennis. We're not going to do that.
You've never played. Okay, tennis. You may have got me there. Pickleball. Never played me.
You're not good. Don't act like you're good at pickleball.
I'm not saying anything until we
Courtney says she's better than you, and I've seen Courtney play.
Well, she's probably wrong.
And she's probably badminton. I got you into. Only other sport you would beat me in hands down is baseball.
Baseball, basketball, football.
No.
Pickleball, badminton.
No. You act like you just as
golf.
Good as this guy. Nah, you wouldn't. Nah, I'm getting better in golf. Nah. I'm gonna take that.
Hey, we'll have to again put us down. Let us know in the chat what kind of competitions you like. We can even get a little tally marker going on. We can make this thing a whole deal. So.
You don't even want to bring this to video games, to the virtual world. He'll get smoked in every single.
This is coming from somebody who doesn't have a console.
I don't need a console to beat this guy. Aiden, let me tell y'all something. Aiden is not good at no video game. Not one. None.
This guy would beat me in 2K.
Minecraft. This guy would suck at Minecraft. That's how bad he is when it comes to video games.
You couldn't beat me in 2K.
Yes, I did.
So I don't want to hear it.
Plenty of times.
We had a whole thing in college. We even had a whiteboard with tally marks. Guess who won?
And guess who won overall? I've won more games than you.
Me?
No, what?
See, look, you're already starting. But all right, go ahead and let us know what your thoughts are for this weekend. What happened this whole week? We got a pretty good slate of games all around this weekend. We got the Syracuse Pitt game going on right now. We also got the NFL game going on right now, Vikings Rams. So go ahead and let us know what your thoughts are. Again, I know this one is a little longer, but if you made it all the way to the video, go ahead and put something in the comments. Tavius, what should it be?
Popcorn emojis.
all popcorn emojis. Go ahead and throw those in the comments, and we support the ones that are with us right now. And as we grow this thing and start to get better at it, we'll remember you. But thank you for your time. Again, this is another episode of the A&T Podcast. I'm Aiden, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.